thank you so much for coming to our Cow TV Comedy Show, and thank you so much for coming to the Mad Cow Comedy Lab. Yes, you guys are a fantastic audience, and we are lucky to have you. Now, I want to introduce to you my friend and yours, Kevin Ham. He's going to talk to you guys a little bit. I don't know what he's going to talk about, but I bet it'll be fun. Here you go, Kev. Give it up for James. I'm going to sit down because if you didn't notice, my fat ass was working hard in that last show. I'm wearing pants today. For those of you who know me, you understand exactly how weird this is. For those of you who don't know me, let me explain this to you. 3 weeks ago when it was 70 below and storming sideways and snowing, ice was falling, elves were complaining about how fucking cold it was, I was wearing shorts. Because that's what I fucking do. I wear shorts. It's my thing. It's my group thing. Then these guys are like, hey, we want cow tipping to look a little more professional. We're all going to wear button downs. Hey, I can handle that. And we're going to wear jeans. Fuck you. So now me being a hefty guy, I've got one place in town I can shop. JCPenney's, because they got the fat and mutant section. So I get in there, I go on to try some pants, and would you believe they didn't have any to fit me? This is why I gotta go back to the gym. And why I'm very thankful that Capital City is sponsoring us for the year, because god damn it, I need to be able to shop somewhere other than fucking JCPenney's. Anyway, so I ordered some pants. These are the pants. Now when I ordered them on Amazon.com, I was like, I'd like to find some pants that are going to fit around my ass. And I'd like them to be cool, and these came up. And they came up, and the picture of them had the patches, but the patches were like another type of denim online. No, motherfucker, that's leather. There's a reason! I do not, oh no, it's actual leather, that's the best part, it's actual leather. I do not want to ever wear leather pants. This is a very important thing for me. It is something I've thought long and hard about, that I, no matter how fucking rock and roll I feel, will never look like anything other than a couch raper. Exactly. Who killed the couch? That would be me. I took all of it and I made a pair of pants. It looked like I was wearing two cows. It's not a good thing. But yeah, I'm wearing pants. One, odd. And two, they have leather patches in all sorts of interesting places. Back pockets, leather. I know. If they were any gayer, they'd be made of unicorn cum and glitter. So speaking of gay, that's my segue. Speaking of gay, I just actually was on a trip. I had a great time. I went to San Francisco. How many of you have been? San Francisco is a lovely town filled with some of the strangest people I have ever met. And in order to fit in, you just do things that you would never do anywhere else. It's amazing. I was down there, and the funny thing was, so I went Friday to Tuesday or Wednesday, and I was down there. Monday nights, I have a board meeting with Queen City Ballet. They're lovely. It's an amazing group here in town. Have you been to the ballet? No, you fuckers have never been to the ballet. You're like, I know what a tutu is, but I've never been to the ballet. We're scum. No, if you get a chance, go to the ballet. I had never been either until they asked me a couple years ago to dance in their fundraiser, and that was fun because I have the body of a dancer in my trunk. Weirdest part about that whole thing, I won. Anyway, so they asked me to sit on the board because, you get on the board and you fundraise for them, and they're a great group. The kids are really, really, really intense because it's ballet. Like, theater people are intense. They gotta learn their lines, they gotta learn their music, they gotta learn their blocking. They got nothing on ballet kids. Ballet kids are like, I gotta figure out how to point my little toe. Say what? Well, all the rest of my toes are pointing at a 42.8 degree angle, but my little toe is slightly out of whack. So I've been practicing that all week. How often? 3 hours a day. Are you fucking kidding me? How old are you? 6. The kids are intense. So I'm like, we could raise money for them. They're doing good work. These kids are routinely picked up by major ballet companies. Ballet West, Northwest Ballet, Juilliard out of New York, and just really, 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 really good. So I get asked to be on the board, because that makes fucking sense. And you're going to be on a board around a bunch of children. Really? All right, so we have a board meeting. I'm down in San Francisco, and they're like, yeah, just Skype in. Oh, yeah, that'll be good. So I got my iPad, and I'm sitting down at the place where I was, which seemed perfectly normal to me because I'm in fucking San Francisco, where everything seems normal. I'm sitting at the Eagle. See, the fags in the corner get this. These are my friends, the fags in the corner. Everybody else is like, the Eagle, it's lovely. I've been there. The drinks are cheap, and it's a strong pour. Yes, that's true at the Eagle in San Francisco, too. But unlike the Eagle Airy up here, which is a fraternal organization for people who like to do good in the community, the Eagle in San Francisco is a leather bar.
That's why you got the jeans.
Exactly. Finally, I have some leather that doesn't make me feel like a couch. Anyway, so, I'm at the leather bar. I'm at the gay leather bar on a Monday night, Skyped into a board meeting for Queen City Ballet. I'm sitting there with a bourbon in one hand, my iPad in the other, headsets in, talking about how we're going to fundraise for a spring show called Cinderella. This seems normal. I'm looking across the bar as I'm sipping my bourbon, and I'm watching what I can only describe as the most disturbing thing I've ever seen. And at one point, I let that verbally out. I'm like, that's the most disturbing thing I've ever seen. And on the other end of the Skype call, there's, what's that, Kevin? What are you looking at? I don't know how to tell the board of the Queen City Ballet that I'm watching what is quite possibly the most uncomfortable blowjob I've ever fucking seen. I just don't know what to do. Oh, it's nothing. Continue. Really? We need $150? I'll fucking write the check myself. Please let me off this call. Nobody was great. But you know, the only thing... Oh my God, beer. Thanks, Kelsey. Did you guys all get your beer? Did you know you can get pictures now? Yeah, not things you hang on the wall and stare at going, huh, it only took one nail to hang him. They'll get the joke. Anyway, no, pictures of beer. It's amazing. You're not stuck with just one little sad cup of beer. Anyway. I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you. I was listening to my beer. Anyway, I love traveling. I love going anywhere. The only thing I hate is getting on an airplane. Because I don't know if you've noticed, but I'm not narrow. And you get on the airplane. First off, I always fly cheap, so I end up in the back row, but I want to get an aisle seat so you can stretch out your legs to the side, trick the stewardess as she comes past. Sorry, ma'am. And then you have to put them back. But I'm sitting in the back of the plane. Now, in order to get in the plane, which is an object that only works because we have a good understanding of physics, in order to get in the plane, I have to walk all the way to the back. So you would think, anybody with a brain would think, they're going to have you board first, so that you can get all the way to the back and the people at the front can get on last, because they have the shortest distance to go then. Done. And we'll fill it up fast. It's much like pouring beer into a glass. You pour, and it fills from the bottom to the top, right? The plane should fill from the back to the front. But if you've ever flown United or Delta, you'd understand that if they were pouring beer, it's going to fill from the top to the bottom, and it's going to take an extra half hour to do so. And that's what it was. So we were supposed to leave at 6:20 in the morning at Helena Airport. So we had to be there at 5:20 in the morning for them to open up the line and finally let us through. And we started boarding at 5:25 in the hopes that we would have everybody, including my fat ass, on that plane. 6:30 rolls around. Excuse me, pardon me. So sorry to you, sir. I sit down, get in my little seat, and sit like this. And I have to put my arm over because he's sitting here. And I'm trying to be small. It's like, sir, what is your problem? You haven't slept for 4 days? What were you doing? Oh, you were in East Helena. All right. Anyway. You'll be fine. So we're sitting like this, and we're about to take off. Life is good. We've taxied out. Put my leg out. Can't have my iPad because this woman is psychotic, and she's like, that's like a computer. You need to turn it off. Yes, because I've got flight control on here, and I can take the ailerons of this plane out. Anyway, so I'm not watching anything except for the guy next to me who's doing this. every 5 minutes. That whole, when you're almost blissful slumber is coming to me, and every 5 minutes. It's just not good. I'm not sure what's happening. Sir, are you an epileptic? You'll be okay? Good to know. We'll be able to take off soon. We get up in the air. He finally falls asleep. It's going well. He's asleep. That's lovely. Now, seated in the back means that you're by the lavatory. Y'all know where this is going. We finally get to altitude, and there's some woman up at the front. As soon, literally, ding, lights off. That lady with out her seat, down, into the lavatory, shuts the door. I don't know what she's doing, but I'm fairly sure I just missed it, and she took a cauldron in there because she summoned some sort of demon. She stepped out, and I kid you not, guy next to me, asleep. Guy over here, asleep. People in front of me, completely asleep. She steps out. Wafting comes out of that. Oh, it was the worst. It was the worst, but it was so bad. Like, I looked at her, and she had this look on her face of, I'm sorry about what I've done. You can't be, ma'am. You can't be. And she skips to the front. This cloud of horrible, horrible stench reaches both the guy next to me and the guy that's sitting diagonally in front of the thing at the same time, and they both startle awake and then spend the next 45 seconds trying to figure out how to scooch around to check and see if they shit their own pants. So it wasn't just uncomfortable for me. I love flying. Anyway, that's my bit for the night. Thanks. Let's hear it for Ken, everybody. Let's give it up. Oh, yeah.